bro.
Let me tell you something. Yeah.
They don't believe in Islam out there.
No.
They don't believe it. They're hand
Man, listen to it. Listen to me, my brother, man. Listen
That's why there's a book of Mary inside the Quran.
Miriam.
Yeah, why do you think what's so important about Mary?
What is not Mary?
Why is that in the Quran for?
Mary
Because that goes back to the Roman Catholics.
She was a pious woman.
So what's so important about her?
She was a pious woman.
And all the prophets had mothers. Why are they so essentialized on Mary for?
She was one of
Because that goes back to Roman Catholicism.
Because
Muhammad mother name.
What are they doing in the Roman Catholic Church? Child pedophilia. They're having sex with little boys.
So
we all know this.
So
they're doing the same in Saudi Arabia. They're doing the same thing.
I can show you worse what the Jews used to do in there, brother.
We weren't doing that with little boys. We might have been sacrificing our children. We might have been doing that.
No, the Jews,
our children.
Bani Israel.
That's because of the family.
Bani Israel, the children of Israel, when they came out of Egypt, they were doing many hideous things, brother.
That war. That war.
They were backsliding. They were killing the prophets.
So?
What do you mean so?
Yeah, we did that. But that was wrong.
They killed the prophets.
And we were punished for that.
That's why
we're still the children of the Most High. Most High still love us. I don't see why you're so saddened, man. You should be happy that you are an Israelite.
Yeah.
That you're not an Ishmaelite.
No.
You're not meant to be. The reason why we're destroyed is because of guys like yourself that are into the religions, man.
No. You see,
we're trying to convert you, mean with truth.
Man, not convert myself and stop. Use them terms.
Why are you so?
No man can this brother. I can speak for him.
Yeah.
No one can us. No one can us in anything.
The Arabs know about this. Go on YouTube, the dancing boys of Afghanistan. The dancing boys of Afghanistan. Remember that, type it on YouTube. The dancing boys of Afghanistan.
Let me tell you something.
It's an hour long. You'll be shocked by the first 5 minutes.
My friend, look.
You won't want to watch the rest of it.
Let me make that clear to you.
Yeah? You won't want to watch the rest of it. The first couple of minutes, you'll say, no, I can't watch it.
The children of Israel, they were evil. This is why the prophet had to come from the Arabs, because they lost the grace of the Most High, you know.
I know, but we was brought back. He was brought back.
The ultimate sacrifice, man.
That's what the word redeem means. What does the word redeem mean?
Redeem. To come back.
No, it means to be
redeemed.
Re means back and D means to buy. So to buy something back, you must have had it before. So who are the people that he's trying to redeem? The children of Israel. The Israelites.
Now I'm saying you're putting out the children of Israel like there's some saints or God that fit different. Yeah. I'm saying that they were disobedient, they were faithless.
Of course.
They didn't believe in God.
Exactly.
They were warring after idolatry, and
that's why we only call Jesus Christ King to bring us back to the fold.
The Heavenly Father loved us that much that we'd be so evil toward him, but He loved us that much that He'd send His first created spirit to come down in the flesh and die for us. That's how much He loves us, man. Us, not everyone. They're cursed. The God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
You see, the Arabs is no different from Bani Israel.
The Arabs are the enemy.
They're no different from Israel.
Once you watch the documentary,
I can show you things. I know what the Arabs do.
Dancing boys of Afghanistan.
I can show you what the Arabs do. I know what they've done. I know the history.
You obviously don't know about.
I don't follow Arabs.
I know, but you're following their customs.
Huh?
You're following their customs.
So you are following them?
No. I follow the Prophet.
Muhammad. Ishmaelite. He's your enemy. He's your enemy.
No.
He is your enemy.
You know when Muhammad was being persecuted?
You don't have an identity. You don't have an identity.
You know Muhammad? So you know when he was being persecuted in Mecca?
Yeah.
And
Medina.
In Mecca, they were killing his companions and persecuting his followers.
Sorry.
Where did he tell his companions to go?
I'm not too familiar with the stories.
When they were being killed, they were being boycotted. They couldn't buy and sell, they couldn't marry, they couldn't do nothing. So they were valid, you know, like sanctions. They sanctioned them, and they were being starved. And he told his companions to go to Abyssinia, Ethiopia. They said, go there, there's a king there, he's just. So they went. And when the king saw them, he welcomed them, the people who chased them. This is something documented. This is not some little theory story. I'm telling you, it's true story. They told them, the guy who chased them, when they were in the king present. So the king wanted to know why these guys are chasing you from Mecca. Why you come here? And they explained. And the king said, listen, you can live here in Abyssinia as long as you want. For as long as you want. He protected them. They were Arabs.
But the main point being is that it's basically because the Arabs, the Muslims, like in all doctrines they say that Israel was cast off. But I want to read you something. This is Romans 11, right? And I'm going to start from 2. Right?
I know you don't obviously believe in the Bible, you follow the Quran.
Yeah,
I understand. I understand. But what you got to understand is that the love that Moses had for Israel,
Conditional.
the Moses would never cast us off. The Moses is a man of his word. The Moses made promises. You can't go back on it.
No, he can't go back on his word. I agree with that.
He can't do that.
Yeah, he can't.
So he made promises. That means he has to hold true to it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Go on.
So this is Romans 11:1. I say then, have the Most High cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham and of the tribe of Benjamin. Because Paul, he himself was an Israelite. So if the Lord cast away his people, then basically Paul himself would have been cast away.
Exactly. That means he would lie. That means he'd be lying.
Yeah. So it says, God hath not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Won't you not what the scripture saith of Elias?
Elijah,
how he maketh intercessions to the Most High, against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed the prophets and digged down their altars.
Yeah, so they were doing wickedness. They killed the prophets,
and I am left alone, and they seek my life.
Right.
But what said the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men.
So he's reserved himself 7,000 Israelite men, go ahead.
Right? 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Exactly, so there's still a remnant of Israel, of our people.
Yeah, you can buy.
Alright? So the majority of our people, they're gonna die because they're evil, they're doing all that stuff, idolatry and stuff, they're doing that, they're gonna die in all of this.
Yeah.
But then the Most High is going to save the elect. The good ones, the good ones from our people. The bad ones of our people, they're going to die and all of that. But the Lord willing, when all this is happening, the Spirit of the Most High will be with you, innit? Like in that book of Eli, like that. Because in that book, in that movie, the book of Eli, the so-called white man's trying to show you that the Bible is the truth. He's not walking around with the Quran.
No, he's not.
He's walking around with the Bible.
Yeah, but the Quran, you can't dispute the Quran. That is not from God.
It isn't from God. Because we've told you words of truth.
No.
And you can agree with it.
So you're putting limit on God now. That God can't raise up another prophet outside Israel.
But why would he do that? Did he specify in the Quran why he chose a man from the nation of Ishmael? Why did he go to Ishmael?
Yeah, because like I said to you, Christ said it many times that the kingdom will be taken from you and given to another.
But why Ishmael though?
And Christ said when the Comforter comes.
But that would mean that God's not a man of his word then. Because the Most High made a promise.
No, you can't say.
So why all of a sudden is the kingdom for everyone now?
So why Christ said that the kingdom will be taken away from you? You have to go and read it.
Yeah, but the Most High promised his people that they would give them a land flowing with milk and honey. That was the promise.
Yeah.
And if you didn't go by those laws, you would receive the cursing. But then there was a redemption.
There's many times in the Bible where you see God destroy his own people.
But there's a reason why. There's a reason.
Yeah.
Because we disobeyed his word. But he's not bringing us back.
There's many times in there you read where God is displeased with his people and punish them.
What are you saying now?
Even Moses, when one time he was going to wipe out Israel forever, and Moses pleaded with him and begged him to save his people.
Right.
So he would have
But like he just said, that's what's going to happen again. Because what you've not been told is that the Most High's not cast away his people, but he's going to bring back a remnant of his people.
You need to understand the extent of the Most High's love, man.
But you're saying
this love is only towards us.
You're saying that God didn't choose Muhammad.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Muhammad was a false prophet, man.
Why?
Muhammad was a false prophet, man.
Why you said he can't?
I'm going to show you.
Why you said he can't choose Muhammad? Because Muhammad is not from the seed of Israel.
No, he's not from that land. He's not from that land. What did the Most High tell about Ishmael? That Ishmael was cast away. You know, and that the Most High would establish, he said by his word that he would establish his covenant with Isaac and then with Jacob.
You know
Ishmael was cast away, man.
You know in the Bible where God talks about...
What is it? You know the scripture where it says the saints, Israelites, the saints. That's in Psalms.
Psalms 148.
You know in the Bible where it talks about Abraham, that his lineage or his seeds will be like the sands of the seashore.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Abraham, you see.
Yeah. You need to go and read about Abraham when he was talking to God and how God promised him, look at the stars, your seeds, your children.
But when you look at that,
the one and only child, blessed love, most honorable. Yes, man, you know that. Things well.
Alright, so man.
Yeah, man.
I just talked to him.
Alright,
yeah.
Oh, you just talked to him? Yeah. You just talked to him?
You said it's 148, isn't it?
yeah.
He just told me okay, then, blood.
148 and 14.
Well, give me a money, look, I'm broken when I put together and give me some. Put two on put together and give me some.
I'm home myself. My patient doesn't come. I'm going myself.
They're not the leader, them not have money. What's his name?
Prophets are broke, we're not rich,
You can't lead me if you not have no money, brother.
Hey, yo, this answers your question. Why God didn't choose Ishmael? This answers the question.
Why God didn't choose Ishmael?
It says, this is Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praises of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people named unto him, praise ye the Lord. Because basically the saint, because in order for you to be a saint or a prophet, you have to be of the children of Israel. That's what this is saying. So he's going to choose prophets within his own people.
Muhammad is not a saint.
Right.
The Most High doesn't change. Like, can you trust something that keeps on changing?
No, you know why the reason why Muhammad had to come? Why you think Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had to come as a prophet?
I don't know, you have to tell me.
I'm not really into that.
Because the Jews, they didn't fulfill the criteria of what God wanted them to do. The children of Israel, they backslide. They apostate.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
They apostate.
But the Lord doesn't change. He doesn't change. That's why there's always a... Now listen. Let me say something.
In the Quran, God told Muhammad, so if he don't do what he was told to do, he would also destroy him. He said he will hold him by his forelocks. In the Quran, in forelocks, him here, I'm grab him and pull him on his face if he didn't do what he is commanded to do.
But you know, so when you understand the reason why you were brought over here to this Western Hemisphere.
I know. Do I understand
curses?
why?
Yes, curses.
No, you can't say that.
Get Deuteronomy 28 and 68. We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you how you was brought over here in cargo slave ships inside the Bible.
God allow
everything.
No, listen. This
is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships,